Yo, call this a bonus edition of What's Up Flobo. You remember that What's Up Flobo show I used to do on that YouTube? So check this out. As I record this right now, I am in Las Vegas just for a night. Flew in this morning on Southwest on the 6:30 a.m. flight. Got to town about a little bit after 7. And as I record this, it's like almost 2 p.m. And I feel like I've been here a day already. But it's cool because like I used to drive to Vegas every time. So I'm kind of experimenting with that. Just saying, hey, look what I'm good at. I'm good at just like focusing on what I do when I get here. Why not just like get the ticket, get the flight in. Southwest has been cool. I guess it's kind of a trade-off. Like you get free bags, but you have to like check in super quick and all that kind of deal. You know what I mean? When I land here in Vegas, it is cold. I came out the airport this morning and it was chilly. And I was like, well, maybe my blood's just thinned out for being in LA for so long. But I looked it up and it was like 48 degrees. And all I had was like a track jacket, like a fall jacket. I go, well, it's good for the fall weather. But I'm like, okay, yeah, desert life. It's pretty chill. So yeah, hit up Ege, had some coffee and Kahlua to pass the time, head back to Bellagio, checked in, met a friend for lunch, and now I'm pretty much gonna have a bit of a fun afternoon. There's a place in Las Vegas called Area 15, which was built since I started coming to Vegas, but it's become almost like an indoor entertainment district. I'm gonna go around there, see what that's all about for the first time. For the longest time, I wanted to go to a Mega Mart. I was thinking about going to a Mega Mart this time, but also the price of tickets, and I was like, maybe I could just read reviews about it. I ain't that rich, y'all. Morning. This is day 2, or the second half of night 1 here at the Bellagio. So just to give a bit of update of how my night went. I was planning on just kind of like chilling out, maybe even seeing the show with the comp hookup. I was supposed to be at Ka at MGM, which was a show that I bought tickets for before, but never finished. But the only comp that was available that day for my buddy to offer was Michael Jackson 1 at Mandalay Bay. And I've seen it twice before. First time was great. Second time, not so much. If you listen to my show or my comedy special, American for Now, I actually talk about this the second time. But I wasn't gonna look a gift horse in the mouth, so I got it. And even though I was late, I was running late, I said, let me go and at least get the ticket scanned, just to say, hey, look, if there's any kind of record that I did. But I'm so glad I did. The show, it was like in the 6th row for me this time, but the show felt better, felt like there was new acts, felt like there was new music, kind of inspiring. For me, because I was next to these 2 businessmen that were all about Michael Jackson. So when the show came, they were clapping or singing along, and because it kind of hit me about the importance of live theater and what that means. So back to me as a performer, right? So I'm like, wow, maybe I should at least do the old college try and get back on stage and do it like on that level and make sure people feel something when they walk out of the show. That ended at around 11. I walked back from Mandalay to Bellagio. I could have took a cab. I didn't get the steps in. That's kind of the thing about Vegas and me. I always try to walk as far as I can. And kind of wanted another round of the dessert at the Mayfair Supper Club. Went there last night. Had this dish called the cigar, where it's like a dark chocolate cigar filled with chocolate, wrapped in like a white chocolate label.
There it is.
And it's in a quote-unquote ashtray of ash, but it's like charred chocolate, espresso, and like fruits. It is amazing. It's intense. I think calling it an ashtray kind of puts you a little bit off when you taste the charred chocolate, because you're like, is this really an ashtray? But it's pretty cool. I'm glad I went for it just to get something different and something new there. So I came out of the Michael Jackson show, wish I could go back in time and have that ashtray again. But it was fine. Got home, caught up in wrestling. And now as I record this, we're getting ready for Macmania, the Macmania podcast. And so just giving you what's the inside of what's happening right now with me. Just thinking about performing again, getting ready for the podcast, having some good food some good desserts here in Las Vegas. This afternoon, probably meet a friend from the esports space, and my flight's at 8 p.m., so I gotta be back at the airport around like 5:30 or 6. That's me today, and yeah, stay tuned for the Mac Mania podcast if you follow that. If you don't, thanks so much for being a supporter of the crew.